Coaches, Rick Stewart of All Access Coaching. I'm really excited to bring you this free video, and make sure you hit the subscribe and like button down below. It gives us valuable data as far as what coaches want. And also, if I can get to 1,000 subscribers, I'll start doing weekly YouTube clinics for free. And if you hit the like and subscribe button, you'll get notified when we upload new content. We're uploading 3 or 4 videos every week.
Practice plan philosophy, kind of touched on this a little bit. Keep it simple, stupid. Guys, there's only so many plays your kids can remember what to do. You have to, these are not college guys where they don't have class all day. They're not professional athletes where all they get to do is football. These guys are in school all day. Big push to take the AP classes nowadays. I know in Wisconsin, we don't have spring football. So I know some states have those opportunities, but how many run plays do you really run in a game? How much can you be really, really good at? So I think less is better. I'd get really good at one series before I had the second series. And, you know, if I'm going to add a third series, I better make sure that I've got 2 series really, really, really down. Because when you've got so much stuff in, how do your kids know how to block all these plays versus all these different looks? You know, and I think the trick, guys, is to run less plays, but have multiple ways to block it and multiple plays to line up. Use formations and shifting and motions and have subtle blocking changes, maybe between 2 guys, rather than adding more play. So our practice is focused on, so when we start the season, number 3, we only have 6 run plays in the beginning of the year. That's it. And so we'll come out and we'll run 2 series. We'll start our season, you know, in the Buck series, the Belly series, or maybe we'll run the Belly series and the Jet series. And then, you know, we may add another series later in the season. So we have 6 run plays, and we take our best pass plays. We take our best run plays, and we have play action pass. So we're going to have belly pass, waggle off the sweep, and we'll have jet passes off our jet motion. And so we feel less is better, because then we're able to get ironclad good at our blocking assignments, and we can get ironclad good at our we can coach the small things really, really well. And so when we have too much stuff in our offense, we really get good at nothing. And so, and when you call a game, you tend to call the things that, you know, you're most comfortable with. And the part of the winning team being successful is, we talked about being series based. So when you pick these 6 run plays, it should be a series of plays: the belly series, the jet sweep, the midline, the buck sweep, etc. So a couple more things to practice. Maximize every minute. You should have a goal of nobody standing around ever. Everybody should always be involved in something at practice. I'm going to talk about how we do that, especially during special team time. And then tempo. You got to transition quickly between drills. Another thing with drills is, you know, we don't want to have 7,000 different drills. You know, I know there's books that have 101 ways to play 101 linebacker drills, 101 running back drills. You only have so much time at practice. So what we've learned is we're going to do the same 2, 3, 4 drills throughout the week. And that way the kids know the drill. They can set up the station right away. We get right into it, and we try to make the drills specific to things we would do in the game. And so, and that's where that tempo comes in real good. And practice goes quicker. You get done quicker. The kids are fresher. So on Monday past Skelly, we are going to go against air, not against the defense. And the reason that we go against air is that every receiver that goes out for a pass, we're going to have someone throw him the football. So my starting quarterback, I'm going to assign him someone. I say, hey, you've got the arrow route. Over here is my JV quarterback. I'm going to assign him to throw to another guy. If you've got 3 or 4 quarterbacks, and every quarterback is throwing to a receiver. If you don't have enough quarterbacks, then back up, you know, players at other positions that have good arms, they're going to throw. The reason we do this on Monday is my 4th year at Muskego, we could have been state champs then. We lost 2 games to the same team when it went in state. We lost 21-18. We had our best 2 football players drop back-to-back catches wide open at the end of the game to win. Played the same team in the playoffs, and we were in 3rd and 6 on the goal line, and we threw a waggle, and our tight end dropped a wide open catch. And I said, you know, from now on, we're never going to drop a pass in a game. So we're going to work on catching the ball. And, you know, wing T schools traditionally tend to be run heavy. So we work on catching passes. We try to find strategic ways to fit it in. So Monday is a big emphasis on working on catching the ball, running our routes correctly. And then we're also working on a lot of other details here. So we're going to fake the jet sweep. And this cone here is the outside leg of the guard. So I'm having this cone simulate the guard, and I want my jet sweep running back, and I want the quarterback to snap the ball when he's right here, because that's when we would snap the ball. We're running jet sweep. Okay. He should be rolling his shoulders. He should be carrying out his fake. Then we have defensive ends here, which would be our backup tight end or the next tight end. He is going to jam our tight end because, as you guys know, teams at times will jam our ends to not let them get off the line of scrimmage. So he's working on getting off the block. Okay. We also have our center here, and we get to work with our quarterback center snapping the ball, and the backup center or the other centers will be here, and he'll work on his different footwork on different plays and blocking him. And remember, this is during special team time. So on Mondays, it's kickoff and punt team, and my center is not on that. So my centers get a bunch of snaps here. The centers are always with our quarterbacks during pass Skelly time. And we typically don't have any fumbled snaps between our quarterback or center in games because we're getting all these snaps at practice. Now, any guards or tackles that are not on these special teams are with our offensive line coach, working on specific individual drills for their position, working on their pulling, their down blocking, etc. I have a cone here as well for the quarterback. So this is jet whip. He's rolling out. This is making sure the quarterback gets around the cone, because a lot of times your quarterbacks on a rollout will go too quickly. So we love using cones for landmarks. So this cone is forcing him to get his proper depth, okay, because this fullback is going to be his personal protector. All right. Then coaches, you assign coaches jobs. My quarterback coach, he's watching the quarterback. It's my running back coach. He's watching the faker. This is typically my center coach. He normally stands here. He'll be watching this block. I'm over here. I'm kind of watching whatever I choose to watch as head coach, but we try to space our coaches a little bit so they're not having conversations. All right, so here's our play. We always start with our 2-point conversion plays in pass Skelly. We also have a Rolodex here, guys, that simulates where the guard is, the tackle, and the tight end, so we get proper splits. Okay, so here we go. We have a jet pass. Again, we have huddle notes right here. Our tight end gets jammed too much, so he gets too far inside. So we write that down as a note. We're going to show it to him at practice the next day. He's going to be able to see that note at home. Okay. All right, so every receiver is getting a ball thrown to them. All of them are working on catching the football. And then we would tell him, hey, this would be a coaching point. I want you just a little bit deeper. You know, we want you too close to him. He needs to be a little bit further ahead of him. Okay, so those would be things that we would be talking to our kids about. So we also film past Skelly every day. Okay, and on Mondays, now we're working on catching the football, but we're also working on proper route running. Now here's my coach who's going to work with my center. He's just focused on him. All right, we're going to run the same action. Okay. We've got our cone there for the jet sweep. The timing's not good enough. He should have been snapping the ball already. So that's something we can show him during film. This is a better job of not getting pushed so far inside. Okay, he's grabbing his jersey here. He's making it look like he's got the ball. Quarterback's got his back turned to the defense, so they don't know who has the football. Right now, they don't know where the ball is. Does he have it in his arm? Because we tell him to grab his jersey. They don't know if he's got the ball because he is got his back turned. Our center's working on his pass block. Now all the quarterbacks, and if you see here, we have much better spacing now between our three players in this jet whip pass, and every player is getting a ball thrown to them. They're working on all their different routes. Okay, so that's what we have on that Then we're going to go to the 40-yard line. Okay. We're going to bring that Rolodex back here. We've got our cone set up again. Here we're going to fake the jet motion and we're going to run waggle. So in this waggle play, we're not rolling out. We're going to have our quarterback set up between the guard and tackle at 6 yards. So the cone is here to make sure that he knows to do that, because sometimes they won't get deep enough. After he jams our tight end, he's going to rush our quarterback. So after he fakes, he is going to roll his shoulders like he's got the ball, and he's got to break down and block him. So we're working on a lot of things here. Every receiver that's going out for a pass pattern is going to get a ball thrown to them. Now we're going against air, but we also put a couple safeties back here. We had one game that these safeties were also jamming our tight end, so he's working on not getting jammed. We also want our tight end to release inside him, not outside him here, where actually should release outside him, not inside him. And sometimes our receivers will do that, and then this guy can easily cover him. So we're working on beating him. So even if he's got one step on him, he's still open on what we call our pylon route. Again, our center is snapping the ball, blocking his guy. Our line guy's watching this. Quarterback coach has the quarterback. Running back coach is watching the faker. Okay. Every coach has an assignment. They're coaching their positions. Fakes the jet sweep. Breaks. There he is, acting like he's got the ball with two hands. Good job of not getting jammed so far inside. He's now going to rush the quarterback. Quarterback sets up at his cone, and now he's going to go through his reads. Now, what I'm going to do at practice is on Monday, when it goes against air, I'm going to tell him which player to throw the ball to. So I may say, hey, you have the flat, you have the pylon. So if he has the flat, he would throw it away. If he's got the pylon route, he would look to the flat route and then throw to the pylon route. Okay. And every receiver is getting their ball thrown to them by a quarterback. So he went to a second read, the quarterback, and there you go. Okay. Again, we're emphasizing faking. So now we're running jet whip pass. We need him to grab his jersey longer, hoping that this corner will come up. We have the cone again to roll out. Okay. Now the center's blocking a different. We have the nose tackle line up in a different spot. And everybody's catching the ball. So all three guys have caught a pass. We're making sure these guys put the ball in their right arm. So just in case they get hit, we don't fumble at Muskego, but if we did, the ball would at least go out of bounds. So we're also working on good habits. Everybody's working on, we have great spacing here. So we're filming it to show the spacing, make sure we're doing it right. And then we're also making sure that we are working on catching the football.
Coaches, I really hope you got some great information from that YouTube video. Again, hit the subscribe and like button down below. It gives us valuable data. And if I get to 1,000 subscribers, I'll do free YouTube clinics. And you also get notified when I'm doing those YouTube clinics and when I upload new content to this channel. Thanks for watching, coaches.